So this is why I chose a serrated blade, and maybe you should too. How's guys, welcome back to Quentin the Gun Guy. So back to one of my favorite subjects, which is knives. Today I'm talking about the Victorinox Sentinel Serrated blade. It's not very common, but here's why I like it. So as per tradition of all my reviews, I'll be going through things I like about this knife and special features, and also things I don't like about this knife. So this knife measures in at 111 millimeters, which makes it part of Victorinox's large knife series. It's got that special mixture of stainless steel that Victorinox uses, anti-scratch nylon scales with a 4-function system. So 4 functions, the first one being the blade, second one being the keyring, not sure what you're going to do with that, and then also your normal toothpick and tweezers, which comes in very handy. Toothpick. I lost a toothpick within the first 3 weeks. It's not a super secure locking mechanism, but it sits in place for quite a bit. As you use it, it feels like it starts wearing out. So this is actually from one of my other Victorinox knives, just for the video sake. So I've been carrying this knife for the last 3 months, let's say. Bought it from my local gun shop, Hunters Heidelberg. Got a good price from them on this. It's actually quite a surprisingly good knife. This has the serrated blade, one-handed opening system working perfectly. I'm not a big fan of serrated blades on my EDC knives, but this changed my mind quite a bit. This is serrated on the, let's say, the other 2/3 of the knife. First part is a normal cutting surface, and this thing is super sharp. One-handed opening system works equally easy from the right hand as from the left hand. My left hand being quite stupid. Locking mechanism is a liner lock. It is embedded inside the frame. Weird thing is that it releases the other direction. So looking at the blade, you have to push it to the right hand side to release it. So right hand side releases it, and then you can close it. Where with all my other knives, let's have a look at this Kershaw Storm. Looking at the blade, you have to push it to the left side to release it, as with all my other knives, which are liner locks. So it's something to get used to, but using it, I can release it quite easily with my index finger and then close it with my thumb. So one-handed opening, one-handed closing. So let's have a look at grip design. This is Victorinox's patented anti-slip design. So there's not much grip on the scales themselves. Where there is grip is with the design of it. So as my hand grips it there, it does grip in quite nicely in between my fingers. So this does give it quite a bit of a good anti-slip surface to grab onto. Adjustment to the scales. This lives in my left pocket, which stays with my car keys as well. So with the car keys, it is going to be abrasive on any plastic surface because it's metal. Metal and plastic, metal will always win. So there isn't any visible scratches on this, nothing permanent. So anything you can basically just rub off, and it's good to go for quite a few years after. So this knife design is based on the one-handed opening German knife for their army, and then adopted to the Swiss soldier's knife. Civilian version is a one-handed Trailmaster. This blade is perfect for any use. Only sharpened on one side, the other side is completely flat. So sharpening wise, what they say is you can just sharpen it on the flat side only. That's going to make it a bit easier to sharpen, especially if you don't have the tool to sharpen the serrated edges. So let's compare it to size. So size wise, it's almost the same length as my Fox Dart. Slightly longer, let's say about 1 centimeter longer. I do prefer the bigger knives because I've got bigger hands. So I don't like the smaller knives like the Victorinox's normal knives. It's just too small in my hand, and I always prefer a lockable blade. I don't like a blade closing on my hand whilst I'm busy using the knife. So 3 months I've been using and abusing this knife for all kinds of tasks, cutting anything I can, not abusing it but using it like you should an EDC knife. Let's try and cut the paper. So not as sharp as it used to be, but still making good work of the paper. So that's still very much able to use, and I'm quite happy with that cutting surface. So haven't needed to sharpen it just yet, so still happy with the cutting surface. So let's get to things I don't like about this knife. So there's not a big list. Liner lock I don't think is as solid as it could be. It's a very thin piece of metal that's locking in place. So I wouldn't use this to chop wood, but that's not what it's made for. Just light use EDC kind of knife. Also, there's a bit of play forward, no play to the side, that's super solid, but that just annoys me a little bit. Apparently that is a design flaw with these Victorinox knives. It's not a huge problem, just a bit of annoyance. Also, this blade that's shiny like this, yes, it just annoys me. If you touch it, it's dirty. So it's still a clean knife, but it looks super dirty. So what I do prefer is these satin finishes, like some of the Kershaw has, or just a black knife like the Fox Dart. You don't see dirt so easily, but it's still a good looking knife. It is going to be a pain to sharpen, so I'm probably going to have to get a tool just to sharpen that, or I'm just going to grind this flat and make this a straight blade. Probably not going to do that because I am enjoying the serrated blade. I always joke around that I'm carrying around a bread knife with me with my defense knife, but this is coming super handy. I've cut myself numerous times, underestimating actually how sharp it is. It is holding an edge like you expect Victorinox to hold it. Great little knife, super surprising. It's great for cutting through ropes and seat belts if need be, because it rips the woven pattern to shreds. So this is why I carry a serrated blade. Let me know in the comment section or inbox me if you carry a serrated blade as well. Thoughts, send them to me, but this is why I like it, and give me a like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Have a good one.